Hey guys, welcome to another episode of My Lame Ass Review, and this is covering episode 17 of season 12, The British Invasion. As always, contains spoilers, and if you like my videos, go ahead and give it a like or comment in the comments below, or you could always subscribe to my channel, because I'm making these every week now, turns out. Anyways, so here we are, episode 17. Okay, I loved the Sam and Eileen dynamic, and Eileen I loved when she first came on the scene. I thought she was a brilliant, amazing, wonderful hunter who inspired so many people with, you know, the diversity of the cast and everything, and I just thought she was a kick-ass, take-no-names kind of girl to begin with, and then the flirtiness between her and Sam, I love it. I ship them so hard together. Yeah, and we got a lot of that in my heart this episode. There was a lot of, I think the ship name is Saline, but to me I always think about medical stuff whenever I hear that, so yeah. Anywho, so I loved all the interaction between Sam and Eileen, and I think that this episode was able to show the softer side of both of them, the flirtatious side of their budding relationship, but also showed us a different side of Aileen, who happened to be just totally kick-ass in her own rights and stood up on her own two legs and took care of things and was a very capable hunter on her own. And it didn't show that she was leaning on Sam for somebody to prop her up or anything. It was definitely more of a partnership than it was a damsel in distress sort of thing. So I really, really respected Aileen's character and Sam. We got to see Dagon again, and or Dagon, sorry, and she's still as hot as she was the first time she came on the scene, and badass. So I enjoyed it as always. And Lucifer is playing the games that he always does. Crowley is trying to keep a hold of things, but I don't think Crowley is as ignorant as he's playing at. I think he knows exactly what Lucifer is doing. I mean, he hasn't survived this long with the Winchesters on his heels, you know, to be, you know, to make such a simple mistake, to be so stupid and slip up so quickly. So I don't think he is making all the wrong moves. I think he's just not playing all of his cards just yet. Let's see. Dean calling Cass was awesome. We got to hear Cass's little lame ass, or adorable, whichever, make your voice a male. And Dean's constantly calling Cass when Sam needs information about Cass. You know, he turns to Dean. Dean is clearly getting more and more frustrated the longer that Cass is out of touch, and not just frustrated, but we're seeing what we saw earlier when Cass was in that episode when Dean and Cass were fighting and bickering so much like a married couple. We saw that Dean was showing his worry and his fear through anger and frustration, and we see this again, I believe, in this episode as well, where Dean is starting to show his anger and his frustration with not being able to get a hold of Cass, and yet I see it more as being, you know, just the worry that he has for Cass. So there's that. It's come into play once again, and the lady that was introduced as the headmaster of, I guess, the British Men of Letters, Hogwarts. I already forget what it's called, that school that they go to, but she is a nasty piece of work. And I was texting my friend at Nauru Hearts, or Monica, as some of you may know her, during the episode, as we'd like to chat about the episodes as we're watching them. I was sitting there going, she's such a hoe, and we're just saying that she's the Umbridge of their school, and of course I cracked that she's got to be related to Trump, so, you know. Yeah. So we were cracking jokes. Anywho, that's about it. I mean, Mick is dead, but I kind of figured that was gonna happen. Um, Monica was saying that he parallels Cass in a lot of ways in the way that he's fighting with his upbringing and realization, and that the Winchesters are changing that part of um, his life view, that his epistemological the epistemological view of his understanding, like his worldview, right? He, it's completely being changed by the Winchesters, as the Winchesters do that to many people. We've seen them do it over and over and over with Cass and other characters as well. It was just starting with the British Men of Letters, Mick, but unfortunately they have Ketch there. So, the Ketch and Mary time, yeah. I get it. Mary's an independent woman. She's a badass hunter, and there's literally no sex shaming in my world, kind of thing. It's just Ketch is such a bad dude, and Mary is just so blinded that she just can't see beyond her own fantasy of a life of what she dreamed of instead of what she actually has. And like I've said in the past, I think Mary is making some big mistakes like the boys have in the past. I'm not hating on Mary. I'm just saying the Winchesters take their lumps, man. They make the wrong calls, they make some mistakes, and I think Mary is doing the big bad this year, or at least she's a big portion of it. What's going on with Cass and the angels up in heaven? I have no clue. You think they would have been all over that, like the meeting with the Nephilim and everything? Like, I mean, Dean was calling him, telling him that they were meeting them up. Like, it was just, where were the angels in this, and why the hell isn't Cass with them? And like, why aren't they coming to smite her ass or something? I There's a few loopholes there that I thought were pretty evident, but we'll see where the angels are at. Maybe Cass got kidnapped or something, or is being beaten or held or something in heaven. I don't know. But it seems really fishy to me that the angels would not come and take an interest in the fact that the Winchesters had their hands on the Nephilim. The fact that Cass wouldn't respond to that makes zero sense, and I think Dean knows that too. Cass is very passionate about cleaning up this mistake that he made, and are protecting her rights to have her child. He's conflicted about either one, but Cass would have been there in a heartbeat. So it really, really makes me wonder what the hell is going on in heaven. Like, yeah. So anywho, that's my lame ass review, just covering all the things that you have seen with your own two eyes. And basically, yeah, that's it. That's all. I've got a sleeping puppy right behind me. And sorry about the noise in the background. People upstairs are having a big party. Of course, I didn't want to go. Okay, bye.